Hello, class. Good morning. Today is, what day is it? Thursday. And what month is it? June. What's the date? It's the third day in June. You can see on our calendar behind me. Yesterday was the 2nd, and Tuesday was the 1st. So Thursday is the third day of June. And our year, of course, is 2021. Let's put that together. Today is Thursday, June the 3rd, 2021. If today is Thursday, what was yesterday? It was Wednesday. And what will tomorrow be? Friday. It is a little bit rainy today, so I'm going to take the sunshine out and put the rain in, but we can thank God for the sun and the rain because we need the rain so things don't get too dry. The plants need sunshine, rain, and carbon dioxide to grow. So let's thank Jesus for the rain. Dear Jesus, we thank you for this new day. We thank you for the sunshine yesterday and the rain today. We thank you for nature all around us, like the miracle of a caterpillar turning to a butterfly, the miracle of plants using the carbon dioxide that we get rid of, and them sharing oxygen with us. So many interesting things going on around us to learn about and to see. We thank you for everything that we can learn today, and we ask that you'll help us to enjoy this gift that you've given us of today. Amen. Well, we know that if we are listening to God's voice and following his instructions, we can make the right choices and we can be more like Jesus. And the word that we're talking about this week is righteousness. When we become more like him, when we listen to his voice and learn from him, he teaches us to be righteous and make the right choices. One way to do that is to memorize his words. Have you been practicing your memory verse? Righteousness guards the person of integrity, but wickedness overthrows the sinner. Proverbs chapter 13, verse 6. Tomorrow, I hope everyone sends me their video of them saying their memory verse. I love hearing them, and I love to know that you have hid God's word in your heart for when you need it. Today, in your Bible time, you are talking about firefighting. Now, how can firefighting have to do with righteousness? Well, we know that a little spark can turn into a raging fire. A little spark can also be a good thing if we have a small fire that keeps us warm. But if we let that fire get out of control, it can destroy everything. Well, you might think if you do something small that's wrong, it won't hurt anybody. But just like a little spark can turn into a horrible destructive fire, a little sin, a little lie can turn into a big problem for you and for other people. And Satan wants us to think, oh, it's just a small thing, it won't hurt anybody, but he's telling us a lie. So how can we protect ourselves from Satan's lies? We put on our safety equipment. We talk to Jesus every day. We listen to him speaking to our hearts. We read and memorize his word so we know how to make right decisions. And we ask adults who love us and love Jesus to help us when we don't know what to do. All those things are like the firefighters putting on their equipment to protect them from the fire. So you can go ahead and read about that and learn some more about how firefighting can teach us lessons about sin and righteousness and how to protect ourselves from sin. Well, let's sing with our friends the Wiggles now and stand for O Canada.
We're going to sing the Canadian National Anthem to celebrate all things Canadian. Are you ready? Here we go. Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Are you ready to talk about language? Are your arms ready to work? Your ears ready to listen? Well, in language today, the JKs and the SKs have a page that says, let's draw pictures. Read the sentence and draw a picture that shows what the sentence means. So in each rectangle, there's a sentence at the bottom. So you can get an adult to help you read that. And then you draw a picture of what it says. The first one says, the dog, the, T-H-E, dog, D-O-G, D-Og, is, I-S. The dog is jumping with a frog. Are dog and frog from the same word family? Yes, they are, so they rhyme. So you're going to draw a picture of a dog jumping with a frog. And in the three other rectangles, there are other sentences, so you can draw different pictures in those boxes. That's for everyone to complete. And today is the day when we put together, color, and read our little books. So JKs, you have your little H book this week. Let's read it together. Do you have it? We're going to point to the words as we read it together. My little H book. And what's the picture here? It's a hat. And H says like hot. Page number 1, horse with a hat. Horse with a hat. That hat looks nice on the horse. Horse says hi. That's page number 2. Horse says hi. Hippo says hi. That's page number 3. Hippo hugs horse. They're good friends. And that's page number 4. Hippo hugs horse so hard that Hippo's hat falls off. And then you want to read it to 3 people and have them write their name on the line. That was JK's, SK's. You have a book called Gus on the, what's Gus on? Gus on the rug. And you can see the letter U in Gus in the middle and in the middle of rug. What does U say? ah, ah, up, umbrella. Let's read it together. We'll point to the words as we read it together. Gus on the rug. And is the U in Gus, U, we know U is a vowel. Is it saying its own name or its sound? G, us, goose, or g, us? It's saying its sound, right? Gus runs up the rug. There are 4 words in that sentence that have a U in them. Gus runs up the rug. Boy, I hope he doesn't slip on the rug. And we're looking for page 3. Gus tugs. Oh. Gus tugs. Oh, I think Mrs. Pedler has the wrong book here for SKs. This was last week. I thought I recognized that. I'm sorry, just one second. I'm going to get Dot and Peg. I'll be right back. Dot and Peg. Oh, well, I'm getting so many pages now with all these work packages I'm sending home. I don't have the Dot and Peg book, but that's all right because you have it in your packet and you can read it at home with some adults there. And you can practice it with 3 different people like we usually do. So we'll move on from there now. You had your drawing picture for everyone, the H book for the JKs, and Dot and Peg for the SKs. All right, moving along to math. And we're talking about addition and subtraction. JKs, you are doing a little bit of subtraction today. We've seen this before. Last week, you had a page with this. What's it called? It's called a number line. And when we go backwards, we make the number smaller. So when we're taking away numbers or subtracting, we're making the number smaller. Our first question is 3 subtract 3. If you have 3 fingers and you take them all away, how many fingers do you have? 0. No fingers left. Well, if we have 3 dinosaurs, 1, 2, 3, and they all start running away. The Tyrannosaurus is running away to eat a smaller dinosaur. And there's a Brontosaurus running away to eat some plants because he's an herbivore. And the other dinosaur is following them. So we had 3 dinosaurs. And now we only have 0 because they all ran away. Let's show that on the board with a number line. I'm going to make sure you can see it today. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You can see all the numbers, and they're in a straight line. That's why it's called a number line. Which way did we say we go when we're subtracting? We go backwards because we're making this number smaller. So we had 3, started at 3, so I'm going to put a dot there. But 3 dinosaurs ran away, so let's count backwards. 3 hops. 1, 2, 3. So we went in front of the 1. We'll put a 0 there. 3 to 2, 2 to 1, and 1 to 0. That's 3 hops. So we took away 3. 3, take away 3 equals 0. Take them all away, we have none left. Alrighty. So that's how you do those questions on the number line. You start at the first number, and then you hop backwards to make the number smaller, however many your question tells you to. Let's do another one. So, say we have 4 dinosaurs this time. 1, 2, 3, and let's see, we'll stick oh, here's a Brontosaurus. Brontosaurus, Tyrannosaurus, Diplodocus, and another Brontosaurus. We have 4 dinosaurs. And one of them ran away. We had 2 Brontosauruses, but one of them leaves. Now we still have 1 Brontosaurus, a Diplodocus, and a Tyrannus. So how many dinosaurs do we have? 3. How many did we start with? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take away 1 Brontosaurus. 1, 2, 3. Let's show that on our number line. So the first number is the one we started at, 4. How many did we take away? We're going to hop back 3, or we're going to hop back 1 because 1 ran away. So from 4, hop back to 3. And that's how many dinosaurs we have left. 4, hop back 1, or take away 1. 4, take away 1, leaves you with 3. That's like going back 1. 4, going back 1 leaves you at 3. So that question would look like this. 4, take away 1 equals 3. Alrighty. So JK's, that's your math. And SK's, you have page 8182. Looks like this on one side. And this on the other side. Counting backwards, like we did on the number line. But this is with blocks. Cross out the blocks to find the answer. The first one has been done for you, and write the answer out. So there were 7 blocks colored. It says cross out the blocks to find the answer. How many did we take away? 7. Take away 5. So that's how many blocks we crossed out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And how many are left? That's like jumping back, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jumping back is like crossing out, and that leaves us with 2 blocks. So 7 take away 5 is 2. Let's show that with some blocks. We have 7 blocks here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7. It says 7, take away 5. Let's take away 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many do we have left? 2. Let's draw some blocks on here to cross out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 blocks to start with. We're taking away 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Crossing them out. How many do we have left? 2. 7, take away 5 that we crossed out, leaves us with 2. So that's what you're going to do on your page. And on the second half of the page, they haven't colored the squares for you. You have to color them. So this says 13, so you have to color 13 squares, then cross out 2 to see how many you have left. You can go ahead and do that. And when you're done doing your language and your math, it's time for some fun activities. We're going to do our science through arts and crafts and story time. And what are we talking about in science this week? That's right, metamorphosis, a caterpillar to a butterfly. You have probably done your caterpillar craft already when you glued those colorful circles together, put the eyes and the antenna on. And you have 2 different butterfly crafts. The first one was to show how butterflies' wings are the same on both sides. So, if you make a pattern with some paint, on one side, and you fold it in half, what do you think will happen to the other side? I've got a yellow dot, a blue square, put some orange in there, an orange diamond, now I'm going to fold it in half and smush it together. And see, the same pattern on the other side. And you can cut your butterfly out, and then you will have a whole butterfly. Now, I have a second butterfly craft for you. It starts out the same way, but this time you're just going to put a bunch of colorful dots on your butterfly. Orange, blue, mix them all over. Green, purple, see how colorful it's looking with all those dots? And I think I need some yellow in there. Now, you could just put dots on the other side if you wanted to, or let's fold it and see what happens. And there we have beautiful spots on the other side. You can cut it out and glue it to this black piece of paper for a frame. Put your antenna on. Just fold it in half and curl down the sides like this. And you're going to want to glue your googly eyes on, and your butterfly will be beautiful. All right, I think it's time to stand up and stretch before we have a story. And do you remember our song, Shake My Sillies Out? It's a fun one. So I think that's a good one to do right now because we've been sitting for a while and we need to shake our sillies out. All righty. I gotta shake, shake, shake all my sillies out. Shake, shake, shake all my sillies out. Shake, shake, shake all my sillies out and wiggle my waggles away. I gotta clap, clap, clap all my crazies out. Clap, clap, clap all my crazies out. Clap, clap, clap all my crazies out and wiggle my waggles away. I'm gonna stomp, stomp, stomp all my sillies out. Stomp, stomp, stomp all my sillies out. Stomp, stomp, stomp all my sillies out and wiggle my waggles away. I'm gonna jump, jump, jump all my jiggles out. Jump, jump, jump all my jiggles out. Jump, jump, jump all my jiggles out and wiggle my waggles away. I'm gonna yawn, yawn, yawn. All my sleepies out. Yawn, yawn. Oh, I almost went to sleep. Yawn all my sleepies out. Yawn, yawn. Yawn all my sleepies out. And wiggle my waggles away. I'm gonna shake, shake, shake all my sillies out. Shake, shake, shake all my sillies out. Shake, shake, shake all my sillies out and wiggle my waggles away. All right. I hope you got all those wiggles, waggled, and shakes, sillies shaken. Hopefully, you won't have any sleepies during story time. So let's quickly review the life cycle of the butterfly. How do butterflies grow? Can you see the butterfly's long tongue there getting the nectar? From an egg. And there's a close-up look at what a caterpillar egg looks like on a leaf. It's showing it with a microscope so you can see it up close. To a caterpillar. You can see how it's broken out of its eggshell there. Still on the leaf. From a beautiful caterpillar with stripes, it found a limb to a chrysalis. And there's the butterfly hanging upside down. There's the pupa, the soft cocoon. And there's the chrysalis, the hard shell cocoon. You can see it changing. You can still see the stripes in the pupa, but in the hard shell chrysalis, you can't. And from a chrysalis, can you see the wings of the butterfly inside? Can you see it starting to break free? To a butterfly. And you can see how the leaves are still crumpled and wet there. And you can also see the top of the chrysalis there is still attached to a butterfly. Beautiful butterfly with its outstretched wings. Well, this book, Where Does the Butterfly Go When It Rains, has some rhyming words in it. I would like you to listen for those rhyming words while I read it. Where does the butterfly go when it rains? Rain, 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 rain. Where does the butterfly go when it rains? You can see the rain, the spots on the page. And the mole, and the bee, and the bird in the tree, where do they go when it rains? A mole can stay in his hole. A bee in a tree, a mole in a hole. A bee can fly back to her hive. I've heard that a bird tucks its head under its wing. But where does the butterfly go when it rains? I know that my cat goes scat under the porch. I've seen him do that when it rains. Scat cat that. A snake, I suppose, can slide between rocks. A grasshopper can hide in tall grass. A rabbit can dash, whoosh, into a bush. But where does the butterfly go when it rains? The cow I see in the field just stand in the rain and get wet. They eat and get wet and eat and get wetter. Does the cow mind the rain? I know why a duck doesn't mind the rain. Someone told me. A duck's feathers are oily and slick, so the rain doesn't stick. Slick stick. Water slides off a duck's back. Quack, quack. So his back is made kind of like a raincoat. It's oily and the rain just slides right off. But what about minnows? And how about trout? Where do fish go when it rains? That's silly. It doesn't rain underwater. What does a turtle do in the rain? If I were a turtle with a shell over me, I would know what to do in the rain, wouldn't you? He carries his home around with him, doesn't he? But what can a butterfly do? How can it fly if its wings are wet? Where does the butterfly go when it rains? And the bird in the tree is a puzzle to me, even if his head is tucked under his wing. What happens to the rest of him? Poor thing. You can see how the artist has used dim colors, kind of grayish blue, because it's not very colorful on a rainy day. It's a little bit darker, and everything kind of seems the same color. As soon as the rain stops raining so hard, I'll go quietly up to a tree, and maybe I'll find a bird in that tree, and I'll see what it does in the rain. Maybe I'll find a butterfly too. Then I'll know what it does when it rains. There's a little boy or girl exploring outside, exploring in nature. When you're allowed to, it's a wonderful thing to do, even on a rainy day when it's not raining too hard. And you can see that this child has their raincoat on and their rain hat. But where can I look? I've never seen a butterfly out in the rain. Have you? So I guess we don't know what the butterfly does or where it goes when it rains. What do you think? Maybe you can be looking for a butterfly on a rainy day. And if you explore in nature, maybe you'll see. Well, that is our lessons and our singing and our story time and our crafts for today. I hope you've had fun and you've learned a lot and you're ready to play. We will meet together again. Tomorrow's our last day of the week. And what day is that? Tomorrow is Friday, and I'll see you then. Bye for now.